When we look at photographs of Victorian people, like this one we're looking at now, we're so used to seeing the studio posed, very stoical faced portraits that we're very much used to seeing. Well, let me introduce you to a man who very much changed all that. Carl Strmer. Norwegian inventor Carl Strmer, 1874 to 1957, was possibly the first stalker to use a hidden camera in the name of love. He was definitely the first paparazzo of Norway in the 1890s, at a time when photographs were typically stiffly posed, no-smile affairs, like this one we see here. There were some people pushing the envelope, like Nikola Tesla and his cohorts with their version of selfies, and Spelterini with his aerial photography over the Alps. When it came to the capturing the essence of subjects, Størmer ruled the streets, using a Victorian-era spy camera to capture candid expressions. He was also a brilliant mathematician and astrophysicist who later incorporated photography into his scientific work. Størmer purchased a Victorian-era spy camera in the name of love. In 1893, Størmer was 19 years old and studying mathematics at the Royal Frederick University, now the University of Oslo. He purchased his CP Stern concealed vest spy camera that was also known as a detective camera. Here we see a few images of the camera. Fascinating little thing, this. Sidney Chapman wrote an article on Carl Størmer in a biographical memoirs of Fellows of the Royal Society in 1958. In it he tells how Størmer first became involved with photography. When he was a young man at Oslo University, he fell in love with a lady whom he did not know and with whom he was too bashful to become acquainted. Wishing at least to have a picture of her, he decided that this was possible only by taking a photograph of her himself without her knowing. So he procured a small camera that could be concealed under his coat, the exposure being made through his buttonhole. He succeeded in this difficult task. The love affair came to nothing. Later, the lady left Oslo for America and married. Years later, she returned to Oslo. By this time, he was famous. Meeting her, he told her of the incident. And here we see the lady who's looking full on here. Størmer became fascinated with photography, despite his fouled brush with romance. In 1942, he told Halvard Journal, "It was a round flat canister hidden under the vest, with the lens sticking out through a buttonhole. Under my clothes I had a string down through a hole in my trouser pocket, and when I pulled the string, the camera took a photo. I strolled down Karl Johan Street and found me a victim. Greeted, got a gentle smile, and pulled 6 images at a time, and then I went home to switch the plate." And shall we have a look at his results of his little spree across the town of Oslo and what he got up to? Well, I hope you all enjoyed meeting Carl and his covert spy camera photo taking spree across Oslo as much as I did. And here we see him in that very Victorian stoical kind of portrait photo. Here we catch Carl Strmer, middle top row. He's the man with the bald head. At the International Congress of Mathematicians in Zurich in 1932. He was accompanied by Miss Størmer, sitting left in dark clothing, and Miss Lovenskoid, sitting in the white hat. And here is Carl right towards the end of his life. Hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for watching. As I say, for anyone that enjoyed this and finds this man interesting, I will include his biography, so catch that one if that's your thing. That'll appear on my London Luke Living History Facebook page. Take care all, and thank you for watching.